When you're a local leader, you can't spin, you can't obfuscate, you have to lead. You have to make decisions based on the data that you're getting. And that's why cities are really the perfect venue for climate action, because we are big enough to have a really big impact on the issue, but we're small enough in order to be nimble and flexible and address the ever-changing landscape.
Climate change is happening, but it's in our legislation, it's in our policies, it's in the way that we build cities that's going to help us to reduce the bad things that are happening around the environment.
We want to make sure that our community is strong, our environment is strong for years to come. And so from a sustainability standpoint, anything we can do to reduce the carbon footprint here will help us for years and generations to come.
This is a social justice issue. Those who are most likely to be affected by the fallout from a changing climate are also the ones who can afford it the least. We owe it to our neighbors and to our entire community to move forward with a sense of purpose, intentionality, and urgency.
When we find success at the local level, those things can be mirrored all around the state, and it takes away the excuse that environmentalism isn't practical. I think that's why mayors and that's why local governments need to lead on this in Ohio. We all have budgetary issues. There's always staffing issues. We can't wave a magic wand and get things done, so we have to find those ways that work economically and environmentally.
What we're doing, what we are empowered to do, what we are tasked with doing, is to lead our communities into the future. And if we want to be able to do that successfully, we have to be focused on climate resiliency. We have to be focused on addressing the issues that are leading to climate change right here on the ground in places like Sandusky. And certainly, we need to continue to advocate at the state and the federal level for better policy to deal with climate change and to create climate resiliency within our communities. But at the same time, our communities can't wait for the state and the federal government to take action on this.
People in Ohio support renewable energy, and they want their local leaders to lead the way. Cities need to do their part and have to be the front lines of the environmental movement and also the front lines of just adopting clean energy.
And as opposed to us working independently, trying to do the research, trying to do the work and innovation from our perspective, it makes a whole lot more sense to collaborate with other cities throughout the state of Ohio and to continue that positive movement in the right direction.
We're just really seeing a blossoming of people who might feel isolated in their own community, who think, you know, it's only me or it's only our little group. Now we're seeing, oh, Beaver Creek, Kettering, Dayton, Fairborn, Granville.
One of the things about living in a community is sometimes you don't get the big picture. You don't always aren't able to see what others are doing. And so for us, PCFO provided a couple things. It provided a platform, a mechanism for us to compare notes with other communities. That enables us to spend more time on the implementation, and it enables us to be more efficient and effective in what we're implementing by knowing what other communities have done.
At the end of the day, we're trying to protect our own communities, right? The members of PCFO right now are amazing, and you look around and they're all truly doing some really cool things, but everyone's doing things a little bit differently. But the intent is to truly reduce our carbon emission footprints.
I think as local leaders, we need to step up and we need to start doing more. We can't wait for federal and state to make those choices for the people in our communities. We have to lead on those.
And I was really happy that Power for a Clean Future Ohio offered so much knowledge, so many consultants, so much research, templates for things that I wouldn't know the first thing on how to start, but because they give me that leg up, I'm able to be more of a champion for the environment.
That's what's been so encouraging, actually, is to think that a city council, some part-time elected officials can push forward in such a way that it's gonna turn heads and change the way that we think about this.
We're still gonna create jobs, we're still gonna win those awards for economic development, but we're gonna be doing it with an eye towards sustainability. And I'm so proud to be a part of a city government that is able to achieve that.